Hey y'all. So we get a lot of questions about trust. We get a lot of questions about trust, about how to rebuild trust. What did I do to rebuild trust in my husband? What did we do as a couple to rebuild the trust together as a unit? And something that we did outside of just therapy and our core wound healing was we actually saw an amazing video about trust and what trust is and what trust isn't. And it also gave the 7 traits of trust. So it's kind of like the trust anatomy, right? What builds and defines trust as a whole. Because if you really don't understand what trust is and the building blocks of trust, how can you really build it back? So what we've done in our private mentorship with our couples and our individual clients is we go over what we call the trust transformation. When you are dealing with anything in marriage, anything individually, when you're talking about a relationship, there needs to be trust. And when trust is broken, you have to rebuild it, and it transforms your thinking of what trust is and what you give even for trust. Not always just about the person that betrayed. It's also about how you show up and how you change. You know, the betrayer has a lot of thoughts that go on in our heads. If you guys have been betrayed, you know what I'm talking about. And a lot of the times we look to the betrayer to fix us, to fix the thoughts in our head. And they can do everything you've asked them to do, but there comes a point in time where you as the betrayed has to take ownership of actually giving a little bit of grace in order to rebuild the trust. What we tell our clients is if you can't trust your partner, trust God. Trust God.
All day, every day.
Trust God to allow you to trust them. And then you have to do the work. So I was trying to figure out a way of how we could give you guys that don't necessarily work with us one-on-one the benefits of that trust transformation. And so one day I got the prompting to do an eCourse. I went upstairs and I just started typing, and the Lord was downloading everything that I needed to put in this eCourse. Not only is it giving you instruction and information and definitions and all of the traits of trust, but we also created workspace within the eCourse so that you guys can learn how to set boundaries in your relationship and then go over all of the other traits of trust. Kind of take inventory. See where you are, both of you, and see where you need to get better. And then it also is a contract, because at the end of it, we have you sign on the dotted line that you both agree to what you wrote down, and you both agree to doing the work and moving forward to build trust in your relationship. So I just wanted to kind of show you, I printed it out.
In other words, it's holding both of you accountable.
And in this comment, the person says there can be no trust without communication. My husband cheated and takes no accountability. Accountability is one of those things that makes up trust. And so we give you the definitions, we give you the traits of trust, we give you, and then yes, we break them all down. And then we actually go through and we give you an area for you to create your own trust transformation in your marriage. And we go through setting boundaries. We go through, what are the consequences if the boundaries aren't kept?
Creating your trust transformation marriage blueprint.
That's what we're calling it. We give you this contract. Now that you've set your boundaries.
Sign your name here. The other person signs their name.
Well, they put your name and then you sign here.
Yep.
And then we go over the inventory of the other traits, right? And give you some working space so that you guys can work on it. This is your actual full-blown contract that you guys are going to do this together, and you're going to work towards rebuilding your trust. And the thing about writing things down is it holds you accountable. You can go back to this e-doc, and you can
almost like it's like a recording,
right? And you can say, you said that you were going to do ABC. You signed on the dotted line. So this is not to be taken lightly. In our private mentorship, we talk about the foundation. When your marriage has been wrecked with betrayal and infidelity, you're taken down to ground zero.
You destroying it all. It's already destroyed.
Right.
Going right down to the foundation. And now it's time to start building each part of it
Right.
piece by piece.
Right.
Until you have what you want as a whole.
Exactly. And a lot of the times when you're rebuilding a building, a home, you have a blueprint. And that blueprint is what you go off of. That's where your stats are. That's where your measurements are. And this is what's going to hold you both accountable to what you both said and agreed to that you were going to do. And right now, because we believe in it so much and we know how much it does work and how much it helps to repair marriages.
Oh, we know it worked because look what it did for us. So.
We are offering it to you at a promo price, like a special price, because we don't want there to be a reason why you don't get this.
Yeah, we don't want you.
We don't want you to have a reason.
Why you don't want? Why you have an excuse? Why you can't work on your
Exactly.
marriage and do things better.
Exactly. We have a ton of people that reach out to us on a daily basis saying that please help us.
Right.
Here you go.
And
Sorry,
this is
babe.
for those
Here you go.
This is
We're
for those
giving you
people
help.
who can't work with us. Who
Right.
Just,
If you want to start today, go to the link in our profile and pick this up.
Right.
Pick this up because it's not going to be $22 for long. $22, y'all, is less than fast food.
Yeah.
$22 is less than what you can go pay for gas. If you are serious and you want something that's going to really start you off on the right foot and start you off today, you say you want help, we've given it to you.
But remember,
Do
it
it.
takes both of you to be committed in order for your marriage to work.
Exactly.
Because if one person's doing the work and the other person's not, then it's not going to do what it needs to do. So.
Right. But our clients have had such success with
Yes.
this because you don't know what you don't know.
No. Yeah.
And people think they know what trust is, but you
They
really
don't.
don't understand what trust really is and what distrust really is.
Right.
So we really, really pray that this resonates and this is given to the people that really want to work on their marriage and want to put the work in. Let me tell you guys something. You can't just talk about it.
You got to be about
You
it.
got to be about it. You got to put some skin in the game. Just saying I want help, just saying we want to change, don't mean nothing.
And always remember, put God at the center of your relationship.
Faith
That's the
without
most
works is dead. And
That's right.
faith begins when understanding ends. So if you really want to do and get the trust back in your relationship, you really want to rebuild trust in your relationship, if you are really serious about rebuilding the trust, we've given you a tool. Go out and use it. See y'all.
Peace.